today on Bananas Epic Gaming. We're playing Week 17 of Year 2 of the Cardinals series. Now, as you can see, we have multiple wide receivers that have over 1,000 receiving yards, and Rondell Moore only has maybe close to 500. And I think that'll be okay if he maybe finishes with like 500, 600 yards. In last game, we also broke the all-time interception record for a season. I believe it was like 70 years that record held. David Fonseca broke that record. I might give Hopkins and company like the week off. Yeah, I'm gonna give Hopkins and everybody the week off. So Kirk, Pittman, defense. We got Isaiah Simmons, who upgraded to a X Factor. This team. How many more downs does Leo have to play? He has to play 90 more downs. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, and I'm gonna trade Claypool away in the off season. For like TJ Watt. Defense, we should be 100% healthy, right? Yep. Offense, so we're gonna have the entire offense for regular season. Broken finger, Fitz? No. No, Larry, no. Our special team playmaker, Jesse Wong. Chris Stravler. And Byron Murphy in the slot. cleaning. He's out for 2 weeks. And I have him at that way I can keep him as long as I can. Okay. I'm going to put him back at his age that he actually is after this season. So he'll be 40 playing for us. And then he can break the record and he can retire with 3 rings. Because it's what Larry deserves.
Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Arturo.
Taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set.
We're going to play them again
as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Remember last season we were undefeated along with, I believe it was Tampa Bay.
Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by
the Jets are 8-8
without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll set up a throw. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the defense forces the fumble. They
Shane
get the
Way
score,
with a
and a guy
sack.
on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point attempt to come here. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Can Shane Way get another one?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Some playing time.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Christian Kirk deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that may... Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with him prior to.
I'm going to make a few quick adjustments right here. I'm going to keep Murray in for a little while. Let's keep Edmonds, Connor, and Eno. Let's give Sergio the night off. Eno's a fullback. Excuse me. Rondell Moore, Claypool can stay there. We called him up from the practice squad. Okay.
They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does.
You know what?
Tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Oh. It's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Arizona. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score.
He broke the record last week, and now he's just adding on to it.
Cardinals touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there, Maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss. We're only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now an option play on 2nd down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down.
He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full.
Now I'm going to bench. Pull Murray so he doesn't get hurt.
Transparency here, because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
He could have had another
pick.
pick.
It's been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all of that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we look at his 2 touchdown catches here, and we talked about it in the pregame. We knew that he would likely be a tough matchup. He's been a tough matchup.
And he's just part of the evolution of this position. I mean, a lot of people call them rocked-up wide receivers nowadays, guys who get downfield and do damage. I go back to my research in the 60s, and you see some of these squads that have spread things out. They want
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right. Down the middle. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Draw play, Edmonds. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
The all-time leading rusher for the season is only at 800.
Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
This season.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. On third down, Edmonds. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Edmonds. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Edmonds a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first,
there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a give right side. Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Edmonds. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Edmonds. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now a give right side. Edmonds. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Edmonds. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football
I'm just trying
back.
to break the record.
Here comes the field general
Give him
leading his
1,000
offense
yards.
back out there for the next possession. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just...
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run with Edmonds again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up on 3rd down. Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Edmonds. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Edmonds. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here.
There we go. He got 1,000 yards rushing.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from a yard out. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's complete to Troutman right side. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. Here's Thomas Morstead now. as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Strebler. He's going to look deep for more. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Strebler. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed to. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is
I did not mean to do that.
A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Roughing the passer.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
No.
Big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10. And they will score.
That was a 100-yard touchdown.
Pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Zaven Collins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Edmonds. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go Strebler. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put
exercise those fingers. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Cardinals look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 46 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense.
The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made them pay for that oversight.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cardinals,
they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss. A perfect 17-0 on the regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
That's going to be all for this episode. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the wild card. Peace.